Yeah. Hi. So we're meeting here today. We have finished nonlinear functions, quadratic, exponential, and everything else. Just the functions, not equations or expressions. So now, because time is there's not much time left. So there has been demand for circles and geometry in general. So that is what we are going to start today. That is circles. And I realized in the college board question bank there are not any easy questions. I don't think there is any easy question. So I think I'll have to change the, yeah, there is easy question, but I think there's only one. Yeah. So most of the questions are medium and difficult questions, and most of the questions are based on circle equations, and there you have to know the concept of completing the square because it is quadratic equations. So it is also a part of quadratic equations only when we will be solving the circle equations part of it. And then yeah, there is arc length, tangent, things like that. So without further delay, let's get started. So we'll start with the easy question first. There's only one easy question, that's question number 16. There are only 29 questions, so there are not many questions in this module. So I think we'll be able to finish it early. Yeah. So yeah, let me just go to the question number 16. This is the only easy question. Yes, I'll just shift myself here. Now what is the question asking? Question is asking, this is a circle, O is the center, circumference of the entire circle is 36. What is the length of minor arc AC? So if you see, this is the minor arc AC, and because you're talking about length of arc, so always remember arc length is theta over 360 degree times circumference. If theta is given in degrees, if it is given in radians, this will become theta over 2 pi times circumference. This theta is in radians, and this theta over here is in degrees. Yeah. Now over here, what is theta? Theta is the central angle. Of the arc. Now for this arc AC, theta is 90 degree over here. So arc length is going to be 90 over 360, and circumference is directly given as 36, so times 36. Answer is 9. Got it? So just the formula, arc length is theta over 360 times circumference. If theta is given in degrees, if it is given in radians, it will be theta over 2 pi times circumference. And in this particular question, circumference is given to us, theta, the central angle is given, it is 90 degree, they've made it. So it's just 90 over 360 times 36. So when you solve it, you get 9. That's about it. Now let's move to the medium questions. Yeah. So in medium questions also, first I will do the arc length and the degree, radian. Apart from equations, I will be covering everything first, and then we will be going to the circle equations. Okay. So first is question number 11, that is how to convert degrees to radians and radians to degrees. So let me write the question numbers as well. Over here it's not much necessary because page number is only your question number, but yeah. So the number of radians in a, I think I should keep my mic. I am not able to understand where to keep my mic, like where my mouth is. So yeah. So the number of radians in a 720 degree angle can be written as a pi, where a is constant. What is the value of a? So for degrees to radians, you just have to remember that 180 degree gives you pi radians. That's the easiest way. And now we can just make the table like we learned in ratio, or you can see that in degrees is going to be, if you want to convert, because you want degrees, you will have 180 degree on top, pi on bottom. If you want the angle to convert into radians and it is given in degrees, you want to cancel the degrees, so you will write 180 degree on the bottom, pi on the top. These are two formulas, or there's one more method. You can just write degree over here, you can write radian over here, write 180 over here, pi over here, whatever is given and whatever you have to find out, and then just cross multiply and you can do it. For example, here 720 degrees is given and they are asking how much it will be in radians. So let me just cross multiply. I will get 180x equals 720 pi. Divided by 180 divided by 180, x is going to be 4 pi. So the value of a is going to be 4. If you directly want it from here, we want the answer in radians, so we would use this second formula. It would be 720 times pi over 120. Getting the exact same thing what we are getting over here. So this will also be 4 pi. Alright. So that is how I solve the degree to radian questions. You can directly use a formula or you can just use a table. Anything is fine. Hi, good morning. Yeah. So now the next question is also radian degree, that is question number 14. Same thing. Angle has a measure of 9 pi over 20. What is the measure of angle in degrees? So if you want in degrees, 180 should be on the top, pi should be on the bottom. So it will be 9 pi over 20 times 180 over pi. Pi cancels, 0 cancels. This will be 9 times 9, 81 degrees. Otherwise, if you want, you can also use, like I told you, degree, radian, 180 pi, 9 pi over 20 x. And now just cross multiply. Pi x equals 180 times 9 pi over 20. And you can use Desmos as well. Or you can directly see pi x is 81 pi. Means x is going to be 81. Method 1, method 2. Alright. So this is also just conversion. Next is question number 15. Again, it's also conversion. I forgot to write the question number. Yeah. Exact same question. it is given in radians, you have to find in degrees. So 180 should be on the top, pi should be on the bottom because we want to cancel this pi. So 16 pi over 15 times 180 over pi, and this is just 16 times 12, 192 degrees. You can use Desmos for this. You will get 180. I have cancelled pi automatically. Alright, so that's the conversion. Now the next one is question number 17. Here. Over here, the measure of angle R is 2 pi over 3 radians. Angle T is 5 pi over 12 radians greater than measure of angle R. So that means angle T is 5 pi over 12, greater than means plus angle R. And angle R is already given to us as 2 pi over 3 radians. So angle T is 5 pi over 12 plus 2 pi over 3. Now they want to know what is the angle T in degrees. So basically I will just find out 5 over 12 plus 2 over 3 is how much. Pi I don't you can skip pi while you are finding the value. So 5 over 12 plus 2/3, 13 over 12. So angle T is 13 over 12 pi radians. To get into degrees, you root 13 over 12 pi times 180 over pi. So basically just times 180. Answer is 195. So complexity was a little higher because you have to find what is angle T in radians first, because it is 5 pi over 12 greater than measure of angle R. So you are adding 5 pi over 12 to angle R. That's the only thing. Okay. Now there's one more question, question number 25th. Because right now I am doing radian, degree and arc length questions, so equations we'll do separately. So question number is 25th. Okay. In the xy plane above, points P, Q, R and T lie on the circle with center O. The degree measure of angles POQ, POQ and ROT is 30 degree. Okay. What is the radian measure of angle QOR? Now if you see these three angles, if I call this 30 degree, I will write 30 degree over here. I will write 30 degree over here and let me call this as X. So 30x and 30, they are together forming a line. So sum of their angle is going to be 180 degree because it's a straight angle. So 30 plus x plus 30 is going to be 180 degrees. So x is going to be 120 degrees because 30 plus 30 is 60. 180 minus 60 is 120. Now you just have to convert it into radian. So it's going to be 120 times pi over 180. So 2 over 3 pi. This is the answer. Alright. So here first thing we are using is that in the diagram, angle POQ is given as 30, angle ROT is given as 30, and they are asking us to find ROQ, so let's call it X. So sum of these three angles is going to be 180 degree because they all are forming on the line. And that was all about it. Next question is 26. Let's do 26 as well. It's also arc length. Yeah. The circle, there's a center O. Circumference of the entire circle is 144 pi. PR and SQ are diameters. Length of arc PS is twice the length of arc PQ. PS is twice the length of arc PQ. So if I say that PQ is x, PS is going to be 2x. And now see, this central angle and this central angle are the same. So if PQ is x, PQ is going to be equal to RS. And now if now QR and PS are also going to be equal to each other. Because these two angles are also same, because they are vertical angles. Okay, so now the entire, so now there are two ways to go about it. Circumference is given as 144 pi. If you just look at this portion, that's your PS and PQ. Oh, they want you to ask QR. QR is going to be equal to RQ. QR is going to be equal to PS, I mean to say, yeah. Now this is your half the semicircle. This is semicircle, like half the circle, right? Or now you can see the entire circle is x plus 2x plus 2x, and that should be equal to 144 pi, because that's the entire circumference. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6x is 144 pi. And now what we want QR. And how much is QR? QR is 2x. So instead of getting x, directly get 2x, divide by 3, divide by 3. You will get 2x is equal to 48 pi. So QR is equal to 48 pi. Otherwise, you can directly go to Desmos. 6x equals 144. We want the answer in terms of pi, so I'm not taking pi into account. It's 24. You want 2x, so 2 times 24 is going to be 48 pi. Alright. I mean, you could have divided by 6 on both sides and get x is equal to 24 pi, but we want 2x. Got it? I hope this you understood. Or you could have done, because you could have just done the semicircle. X plus 2x should have been 144 pi over 2. So 3x should have been 72 pi. So from here also x is going to be 24 pi, and we want 2x, that is going to be 48 pi. Yeah. So that was about this one, because arc length is given, sum of all the arc lengths is equal to the circumference. Alright. So that's how we are doing this question. There are multiple ways of doing this question, but I think this is good for now. So those were the medium questions for radian, degree and arc length. Now let me see how many hard questions are based on that, and then equations will cover in one go. Yeah. So yeah, there are arc length questions also in difficult questions. So question number 1, that's the one that we'll be doing now. Alright, the circle has the center O. Length of arc ADC is 5 pi. So this is 5 pi. X is 100, this is 100 degrees. What is the length of arc ABC? Okay. So over here, I need to find the circumference. If I know the circumference, I can get ABC. And now I've told you that arc length is equal to theta over 360 times circumference. In this particular question, arc length is 5 pi. Theta is your x, that is 100 degrees, over 360 times circumference. We do not know circumference, let's call it x. And we want to keep our answer in terms of pi, so I will not be writing pi whenever I am solving for x. So I will just be writing 5 is equal to 100 over 360 times x. The value of x is 18. So that means my circumference is 18 pi. And now ABC plus 5 pi has to be equal to 18 pi, because they both are making the entire circumference. That is why ABC would be 18 pi minus 5 pi, that is 13 pi. Alright. That's method 1. How else you could have done this? Once you have got x is equal to 18 pi, that's your circumference. For angle ABC, your theta will be 360 minus 100, that is 260 degrees. And that's just a longer method. Arc length will be 260 divided by 360 times 18 pi. 18 times 2 is 36, 13. From here also you will get 13 pi. But I prefer method 1. Because you just need to get the circumference and then subtract the minor arc from it. I am here. Got it? Next one is question number 4. Same thing over here. Point O is the center of the circle above. OAB is 30 degree. OAB, this is 30 degree. Now OC is 18. They want to find out what is the arc length AB. So to get arc length AB, I want my theta. This is my theta. Right, and I want my circumference as well. Now circumference is 2 pi r. My r is given as 18. So my circumference is going to be, I am using C for circumference. 2 pi times 18, that is 36 pi. Because all our answers are in pi, I am not going to solve for pi. Now how to get theta? Now all the radius are same. So triangle OAB is isosceles triangle. because OA and OB both are radius. So if this is 30 degree, this will also be 30 degree, because in isosceles triangle the angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Now I just need this angle, so I know 30 plus x is equal to 180 degree, so my x has to be 120 degrees. Now I have all the information. I just need to do theta over 360 times circumference. That's going to be my arc length. So it's 120 when we are calling this theta, yeah, over 360 times 36 pi. Answer is 12 pi. So the only thing that you have to do, you have to find theta. And how can you find this? These two are also going to be 18 because they are also radius, and this becomes an isosceles triangle. So if this is 30 degree, this will also be 30 degree. So you can find out that this is going to be 120 degree. You know your angle and your circumference, because radius is given, you can find circumference is 36 pi, and from there you can get the arc length AB. And let me write that beautifully. Yeah, I need to put myself somewhere here. Yeah, alright, I hope this is clear. Next one is question number 8. Point O is the center of circle. Measure of arc RS on the circle is 100 degree. What is the measure of its associated angle ROS? Associated angle is also 100 degrees. So this is your circle. This is the center. This is R. This is S. So remember, measure of any arc, it's not arc length, it's measure of the arc. This is the difference. Measure of any arc is equal to its central angle. And in this case, the central angle is angle ROS. So if measure of arc is 100 degree, this is also going to be 100 degree. So measure of arc is the same. Again, I need to move here. Measure of the arc is the same as the central angle. Length of the arc is central angle divided by 360 times circumference. Alright. Next one is question number 10. Oh, this will do later. Yeah, because this will require one more thing. Like this requires a different kind of concept. Yeah. Question number 12. Yeah. Here you just have to make the diagram, otherwise it's pretty easy question. A circle has center O, R and S lie on the circle, so let's make a circle. R, this is the center, and let's say this is S. Now we are making the triangle ORS. It's not oral rehydration. I am out of fever, so yeah, I had been drinking a lot of ORS, so sorry about the joke. Yeah. So this is also going to be an isosceles triangle. So whenever you make a triangle, like this inside a circle, because this is also your radius, this is also your radius. Angle ROS is 88 degrees, so this is 88 degrees. They want to know what is RSO, they want to know what is this angle. Let me call this X. So if this is X, this is also going to be X. Your equation is going to be X plus 88 equals 180. Just go to Desmos. 2x plus 88 equals 180. Your angle is 46. So answer is 46. Alright. So the only concept over here is that the radius is equal, so that triangle is going to be an isosceles triangle, and sides opposite to equal angles are equal. Her angles opposite to equal sides are equal. And one of the angles is given, other two are same, so both of them are going to be x. So x plus x plus 88 equals 180, and from there you will get x is equal to 46. This was question number 12. After 12 is question number 19. Yeah. Again, okay. Circle has center O, points A and B lie on the circle. Measure of arc AB is 45 degree. That means the central angle is also 45 degree. Length of arc AB is 3 inches. What is the circumference? Okay. So let me draw the diagram. Oh my god, that's a very bad circle. That's very small. I think that will do. So you have your center over here and A over here, and it's just 45 degrees, so B is over here. Measure of arc is 45 degree, that means your central angle is also 45 degree. And now arc length is given as 3 inches. For arc length, I make arc after writing AB. That's 3 inches, and they want to know what is circumference. I'm using C for circumference. Now we know the formula is arc length is equal to theta over 360 times circumference. So this will be 3 equals 45 over 360 times x. Now you can just go to Desmos and type it as it is. 3 equals 45 over 360 times x. You will get the value of x, that is 24. So this is your answer. 24 inches is the circumference. Alright. Hi Kakash, can you go over Digital SAT Exam 3 question 10? Yeah, we can do that. Also, these questions are easy, medium or hard. These are the hard ones. In circle, there was only one easy question. Medium questions were also not that much. These are the hard ones. Yeah, that one that we are covering right now, they are hard problems, but we are not started with equations. Equations will again start from medium questions, but these are arc length, arc measure, radian degree, these kind of questions. Yeah. After 19th, yeah, now the last hard question in arc length is 27th. Okay, points A and B lie on the circle with radius 1. Arc AB has length pi over 3. Okay, what fraction of the circumference of the circle is the length arc AB? Okay, Circle radius is 1, that means circumference is going to be 2 pi. Arc length is pi over 3. What fraction of the circumference is the arc length AB? So you just need to find what is arc length over circumference. That is pi over 3 over 2 pi. That's going to be pi over 3 and 2 pi is also here. 1/6. So what fraction? 1/6 fraction, because we are simply dividing them. Fraction means part over whole, so pi over 3 divided by 2 pi. And whenever you're writing like that, always make sure you're writing it in like this. That's 1/6. Alright? Yeah. So that is it. These were the arc length question. Now there's one question related to tangent. Let's do that and then we'll move to the circle equations questions, because there are also a lot of them. Question number 10 is the tangent one. So just remember, a tangent is perpendicular to the radius, and that's what they want here as well. So let's say this is your circle. This is the center, -4, -6, and there's some point on the circle that is -7, -7, and line K is a tangent. So you're drawing a tangent and you want to find its slope. So if I join these 2 points, this is going to be my radius, and radius is perpendicular to tangent. And I can find, so over here in step 1, find the slope of radius. How do we find that? We have the 2 points, we just do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. -7 minus -6, -7 minus -4, -7 minus -6 divided by -7 minus -4. Slope is 1/3. But now that's for the radius. So now what is step 2? Find slope of tangent. And because it's perpendicular, this symbol means perpendicular. That means it's going to be -3, negative reciprocal. So answer is -3, because when lines are perpendicular, the slope is negative reciprocal. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you have got the entire equation. You don't need the entire equation, Kakashi, but yeah, very good. You have got the entire equation. But yeah, it's just going to be -3. Okay. So you can just find the slope of the radius, and then from there you can find the slope of the tangent. Alright? Yeah. So that is it. I will now take a short break because there's someone on the door. I'll be right back. Till then you can take a look at this question and see what we have done. Yeah. So I'm back. Yeah, and everybody asking whether these are medium questions or difficult questions, hard questions. Yeah. So in circle, like I told you, there's only one easy question that I've covered. Rest of them, medium questions are also few. Most of them are hard questions only. So I covered medium and hard questions of arc length, tangent, arc measure, everything. And now, what is remaining? The remaining thing is circle equations. So we'll start with the medium questions of circle equations. Okay, so we're starting with medium questions of circle equations. So let's start. In medium, there are only two questions. Question number 20. Yeah, this is pretty easy question. So yeah, for equation, I want to tell you, yeah. Equation of circle is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals r squared. Here h comma k is your center and r is a radius. So now radius is 5, so it should be equal to 25. So these two options are already out of the window. So over here it will be x minus 8, it will become plus 8. So x plus 8 whole squared plus y minus 6 whole squared equals 5 squared, that's 25. So x plus 8, y minus 6. You have to switch the signs of the center when you are writing the equation. Alright? Hi Anand, you got 550 in your first DSET attempt. What would you say? I would say prepare for like a few more months and then re-attempt. Alright? You can work on your weak things, like you would know why you got 550, like which are your weak areas, because College Board also provides you everything. So yeah, I would say practice and then re-attempt again. If it was your major like proper DSAT, or if you're talking about practice papers, then also yeah, yeah, this is without preparation. Yes, that is what I'm saying, because 550 you can get without preparation as well. Yeah, so let me just quickly do these questions and then let's talk about this. So with preparation, so these modules that I've been solving, these are all official College Board questions, so you can start with them. These are easy, and they are also easy questions, medium questions, difficult questions. And there is Khan Academy as well. So Khan Academy is also a really great source. From there also you can start practicing. They've given you a little bit notes as well. They're very minimal, the notes, but they've given you a little bit of notes, so you can practice from there also. There also every single module is based on foundations, medium, and then advanced, like easy, medium, hard questions. So I prefer Khan Academy and College Board questions, and then yes, of course, you can go to Blue Book and practice, but practice test is something that we can do later on. So that is what I would suggest for the preparation. Yeah. So that was question number 20. Now question number 21. Just remember, you have to switch the signs. If it is negative 8, it will become plus 8. If it's 6, it will become minus 6. And remember, the 21 is also a difficult one. So there was only one medium question in equations. And over here I will, so now we'll start from question number 2. all these are hard questions. There was only one medium question and equations also. Here. Now the equation above defines a circle in the xy plane. What are the coordinates of the center of the circle? Now if you would see, this is your standard equation, right? Let me see if we can directly get the center from Desmos. Otherwise I will tell you a hack. -20. Here, just figuring out the center from here will be difficult, so I will tell my hack. Yeah. So whenever standard form is given to you, standard form means x squared plus bx plus y squared plus cy is equal to d. Always remember, it should be in this form. Then, okay, your center is going to be negative b over 2 comma negative c over 2. Alright. And your radius is going to be d plus b squared over 4 plus c squared over 4 and its square root. Now you don't have to remember this if you know how to do completing the square, but center you can remember. Radius I won't recommend you to remember it. Alright, so I will also not write the formula, because it's a easy process. Without remembering also you can do it. So now how we are doing, we have to complete the square. So completing the square means what? You have x squared plus 20x plus y squared plus 16y equals negative 20. So now for x, for completing the square, whatever the coefficient of b, you add b over 2 whole square, that is 20 over 2 whole squared over here. Same thing you do over here, 16 over 2 whole squared. And because you're doing it on the left side of the equation, you have to do it on the right side of the equation as well. And now 20 over 10 is 20 over 2 is 10, so this will be x plus 10 whole square, because this is plus, this is going to be plus over here, and this is going to be y plus 16 over 2 is 8 whole squared. And now this will be negative 20 plus 20 over 2 is 10, 100, 64. 164 minus 20, 144. So this will be your equation. So all you have to do is add b over 2 whole squared over here, c over 2 whole squared over here. Do it on this side as well. This would become x plus b over 2 whole squared, y plus c over 2 whole squared, equals d plus b over 2 whole squared plus c over 2 whole squared. And this is like your equation, this okay, and that is why center is going to be negative b over 2 comma negative c over 2, because this resembles x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals r squared. So that is why, because your b value is 20, c value is 16, it's going to be negative 20 over 2 comma negative 16 over 2, that is negative 10 comma negative 8 is going to be the answer. Or if you are if you have arrived here, from here also you can see center is negative 10 comma negative 8. I hope this makes sense, and I will be repeating this process again and again, so that by the end of it you are able to understand this fully. We are completing the square. Completing the square means what? Whatever the coefficient of x is, you divide it by 2, you square it. Whatever the coefficient of y is, you divide it by 2 and square it. So this is your one completing the square, this is another completing the square, and you do add both of them on the other side as well. That will constitute your radius. So in particular, if you can remember, this is a very good hack. You just have to remember the coefficient of x square and y square has to be 1. If they are multiplied with something else, you first divide the entire equation with that number. Alright. And now how you can check, for example, you can see negative 10 is going to be your x, and negative 8 is going to be your y coordinate. Or if somebody knows how to find directly the center, this is how I find it. Okay? Yeah. So whenever standard form is given, center is always going to be negative b over 2 comma general form, I think. Yeah, standard form is this one, x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals r squared. Yeah. Let me make it smaller. Better. Now I'll have to. Yeah, now you can see it. Okay. Yeah, correct. X plus 10 whole squared plus y plus 8 whole square equals 144. But this particular question, I am telling you the hack because you do not need to complete the square also, because you just want the center. So center is directly going to be negative b over 2 and negative c over 2. B is 20, c is 16. So negative 20 over 2, negative 16 over 2. Alright, that will save some time. So this is a really good formula to remember. Yeah. Now question number 3. Again, exact same question over here. What is the length of the circle's radius? So here also you just want the radius, okay? Now the coefficient of x is 1, so you will be adding 1/2 squared over here. Coefficient of y is also 1, so you will be adding 1/2 squared over here. Same thing you do over here, 199 over 2 plus 1/2 squared plus 1/2 squared. Now I am only concerned about radius, so I don't care about this part, I just care about this part. So this is going to give me my radius squared. So I just go here, 199 over 2 plus 1/2 squared is 1/4. 1/2 squared is 1/4. You can also write 1/2 squared. Radius squared is 100. So your radius is going to be 10. 10 is your answer. Alright. So you don't need to write the entire equation because you just need the radius. You don't need to write x plus half square plus y plus half square. If they want the entire equation, then you can do it, but you can save time by not solving the not necessary parts. So again I will tell you here also, if you have x square plus bx, give some space, y square plus cy equals d, you add b over 2 whole square here, you add c over 2 whole square here, you add both, like, because whatever you're adding on the left side you have to add on the right side as well. And now this will be x plus b over 2 whole square, this will be y plus c over 2 whole square, and this entire thing is going to be your radius squared. And by comparing you can get your center and your radius. I hope that is clear. Now the next one is question number 5. Alright, a circle in the xy plane has a diameter with the endpoints 2, 4, 2, 14. An equation of this circle is given x minus 2 whole square plus y minus 9 whole square equals r squared, where r is a positive constant. What is the value of r? So this is the standard equation given to you. R is the radius. So diameter endpoints are given to you 2, 4, 2, 14. You can find the diameter, and you can see diameter is going to be 10, so radius is going to be 5, so the value of r is 5. How do I know it's 10? Because 14 minus 4 is 10, 2 minus 2 is 0. Alright, so you're basically just there's also one more hack you can do in Desmos. When 2 points are given to you and you have to find the distance, you can just write distance and the 2 points. So 2 endpoints are given, that means you can find the distance. In this it was pretty simple because the distance formula, you don't even have to apply the distance formula because it's a horizontal line. Otherwise you can also write it like this, 2, 4, because all the time this is not going to be this simple. Yeah, you can see the distance is 10, that means diameter is 10, so radius is going to be 5. Okay. Or the distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and you take square root of that. So this is just 0 and this is 10, so 10 squared, square root of that is just 10 again. Alright? Yeah. This was question number 5. Next one is question number 6. Circle A has this equation. So for circle A, what can I say? My center is going to be negative 5, 5, and my radius is going to be 2 because my radius squared is 4. So let me first write radius squared is 4. So radius is 2 and she's here. I don't know what to do with her. And now she is going to, you see this? Where it is? Yeah, over here. She is giving me. She just attacked me, so I'm also careful. She didn't attack me. It was a very hilarious situation. I'll explain it later, but yeah. Now, so we have found the radius of circle A. Circle B has the same center as circle A. So in circle B, center is the same, -5, 5. Alright. Radius of circle B is 2 times the radius of circle A. So radius over here is going to be 2 times this radius, that is 4. And the equation now of circle B would be x plus 5 whole squared plus y minus 5 whole squared is equal to 4 squared, because it is r squared, right? And they want to know what is the value of k. The value of k is 16, because this is going to be r squared. And radius for this particular question is 16. Sorry, 4. Radius is 4, so square is going to be 16. My bad. Yeah. So question number 6. Next one is question number 7. Most of the questions are like this only. They want to know what is the diameter. So now you understand from this equation, this is your radius squared. So if your radius squared is 16, radius is going to be 4, diameter is going to be 8. 8 is the answer. Question number 9. If you just remember this equation, these are not hard questions, they have given it in hard questions, but if you just know, you know it's easy. Like for example, what is the radius of the circle? We know that this thing represents r squared. So radius is simply 11. 11 is the answer. It's that easy. Next is question number 13. Yeah, now this is a standard form. Sorry, a general form. I don't know what is it called where, because there's so much confusion between the countries. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Over here they want to know what is the radius of the circle. So like I told you, over here if you see, the coefficient of x square and y square is 2. So like I told you, you first have to make the coefficients of x square and y squared 1, so you have to divide by 2. So it will be x, and divide everything with 2. X squared minus 3x, give some space, y squared plus y, give some space, equals 45 over 2. Now the coefficient of x is 3, so you will be adding 3 over 2 whole squared. It's 1, you will be adding 1 over 2 whole squared. Do the same thing over here. 3 over 2 whole squared, half squared. They want the radius. Don't worry about this. This is going to be radius squared. So you can just write x squared equals 45 over 2 plus 3 half squared plus 1 half squared. Go to Desmos, you will get your answer. So 45 over 2 plus 3 half squared, and 1 half squared is just 1/4. 25 is the radius squared, so x is going to be 5. Alright. If you directly put this in Desmos, then what will happen, you will be able to guess somewhat. Yeah. You're not able to see where is the center, right? or yeah, no, I like this method because I have to think a lot there. Yeah, okay. So because you're looking for radius, just make sure that coefficient of x square and y square is 1. So whatever, if they're multiplied with something, divide with first. For example, here both of them were multiplied with 2, so divide with 2. And whatever you're getting, you're just completing the square after that. So this is mostly just completing the square. No, you cannot directly use the complete the square because there's 2 in front of x square and y square. So first you have to divide with 2 and then you have to complete the square. Okay. So that's the only condition. After dividing the entire equation with 2, you can do it. Next one is question number 18. Okay, equation x square plus y minus 1 whole square equals 49 represents circle A. So circle A center, there's just x square, so the x coordinate of this center is 0. For y it is going to be 1. 49 is your radius squared, so radius is 7. Now how they are obtaining circle B is obtained by shifting circle A down 2 units. So if you are moving down 2, that means your center will be moved down 2. So from 0 1 it will become 0 to negative 1. Everything else is same, so radius is 7. Down 2, that means what? You have to just subtract 2 from the y coordinate. So 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Nothing will happen to the x coordinate because you are not shifting left or right. So your center is 0 comma minus 1, radius is 7, and now you can just write the equation. It's going to be x squared plus y plus 1 whole squared equals 49. There's a lot of m's up over here, but wherever you see x minus y minus 1 whole square, that's gone. It should be y plus 1 whole squared. And we do not know which m's up is the correct one, so I'm not giving the option, but yeah, I'm writing that this is the correct answer. Alright, so shifting left, shifting up or down means you're changing the y coordinate, and then shifting left to right means you're changing the x coordinate. So this was just transformation, and you just had to find the new center and then get the equation from there. Next is question number 21. Yeah, we're back here again. Which of the following equation represents a circle in the xy plane that intersects the y-axis at exactly one point? So now if it is intersecting the y-axis at exactly one point, that means circle will look like something like this. And that means this is going to be, for example, if this is 0 comma b, center is if center is h comma k, then other point is going to be 0 comma k. Got it? That's the trick over here. I will explain if it were intersecting the x-axis as well. The younger one gone, now the elder one is here. Got it? So in this particular case, your radius is going to be equal to h. Understood? So over here all the radius is given as 4 because r squared is 16. So your h has to be 4. That means it has to be x minus 4 whole squared, and it could be anything over here, and that is only when it will be equal to 16. So you have to look for the option where you have x minus 4 whole squared. Alright, options are not given, so I don't know. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm going to see the answers. This was question number 21. Huh? Oh yeah, we did this one. Yeah, so correct answer is option C, because it should be x minus 4 whole squared. So r is equal to h must be true. So this is option C. So I'm just going to write x minus 4 whole squared over here. This one obviously they are not doing x minus 4 whole squared. This one is obviously gone. Alright, the value of k can be anything. Anything in this entire world, just radius should be equal to h. See if you understand this concept. What does m? Yeah, Elijah, these are the harder problems only in circles. So this is the module. If we want to do further more difficult questions, we'll see later. Yeah, MSUP, it's nothing. It's just error from the PDF. For example, the PDF from where I've downloaded it. So there's some error. They're not showing the exact thing. They're just showing MSUP. Okay. So it's like they were not able to write it properly. So it's a printing mistake, you can say. So I think I answer your question. So I also don't know why they are writing MSUP, but it's the printing error. There should have been something else. Yeah, I can re-explain the idea. So over here, see, circle is intersecting y-axis at exactly one point. So this is your y-axis. So it's exactly intersecting at one point. That means this is going to be a tangent. It's going to be something like this. And if this is a tangent, that means the radius has to be here, because radius and tangent are perpendicular. And let's say this point is 0, k. I do not know what this point is. We know the center is, we usually take h, k. Now we are just going h units, like this is a horizontal line, right? So the y coordinate has to be the same. So this will be 0, k. Got it? So now if this is 0, k, what is the radius? Radius is going to be equal to h. That means r is same as x coordinate of center. Understood? Yeah. And that is why, and now in all your options r is given as 4. Now this is option based question. I could not have done anything other than the options. And in don't worry, in the exam MSUP will not be given. MSUP is just a printing mistake. So r is given as 4 because r squared is 16 in all these questions. So for this kind of circle, what could be the equation? If r is 4, h is also going to be 4. So your equation is going to be x minus 4 whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals 16. Now k can be anything. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, -9. It can be anything in the it can be any number, it doesn't matter. Your x with but your h has to be 4. So it has to be x minus 4 whole square. Now they can also ask the variation of it. What will be the variation of it? The variation would be that it intersects. Now I am going to do two variations out of this. First one is it intersects x-axis at one point. Instead of y-axis, it intersects x-axis at one point. In that case, your x-axis will be sort of tangent. Yeah, let me draw the diagram carefully. Yeah. Now my center is h comma k, and we know radius is perpendicular. So this particular point is going to be h comma 0, and over here your radius is going to be equal to k. That means r is same as y coordinate of center. So this equation will be x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals k squared, because your radius is also k. Got it? They can also ask about this. And now there is one more variation when it is intersecting both of them. Then circle will look something like this. Now this is also a tangent, this is also a tangent. Now this is also the radius, this is also the radius. So over here what will happen, this is a square, if you will see. So over here your center has to be h comma h. So here your radius, your h, your k, all three of them are equal. So this point will be 0 comma h, this point will be h comma 0, radius is also h. Or I can just write r, 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 and this will be x minus r whole squared plus y minus r whole squared equals r squared. Got it? So when it is intersecting both of them, that means it's going to be 2 comma 2 like that. So radius will also be 2, center will also be 2 comma 2. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Paris Patel, I also got it. When is the next time you are live? I don't know, the timings are not fixed, Elijah. Like the timings vary because of my schedule, but I will be soon. I think I will be doing one live today, like Indian time evening and US time morning. Yeah, so I will be coming one more time. Yeah, so in USA it will be tomorrow, in India it will be today night. Yeah, that's when I'm planning to go next. Yeah, I hope so this concept was clear. Next question is question number 22. Yeah. So here also the equation is given, so this is your r squared. The graph of the equation above is a circle. Point P is on the circle and has coordinate 10, -5. If PQ is the diameter of the circle, what are the coordinates of point Q? Alright, so for this you can just make the diagram over here. Your center is, for this circle, 6, -5. So 6, -5 is going to be here. Now P is 10, -5, that means P is over here. Right? And radius we know is 4. So you see -5 is the same thing. So Q will be exactly on the opposite end of it. So on the opposite end, you will be going 4 on this side. So 6 minus 4 is 2. So the answer is 2, -5. The other way to do this is, let's say Q you do not know what it is, it's x, y. So 6, -5 is the midpoint, because center is the midpoint of the two endpoints of diameter. So in that case, and midpoint formula is xm is x1 plus x2 over 2, ym is y1 plus y2 over 2. Now over here xm is given as 6 and ym is given as -5, x1 is 10, y1 is -5. Let's call this x2, y2. So from there also you can find out 6 equals 10 plus x2 over 2. 12 minus 10 you will get 2 from here. And ym is -5. y1 is also -5. -10 plus 5 you will get -5 from here as well. But I prefer the diagram way because you can directly see it. You're just going 4 units to the right. So for the other end you have to go 4 units to the left. So 4 units to the left from 6 is 2. So the answer is 2, -5. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for being there. I hope I'm able to understand these concepts, because these are not hard, but just the concept is new. It's not like that problem is very hard. Now in question number 23, alright, center at -5, 2, radius is 9, equation is given, what is the value of C? Alright, so for this one, because center is given, I can write my equation in this form: x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals r squared. So x plus 5 whole squared plus y minus 2 whole squared equals 9 squared, that is 81. Now you just need to open it up. So they want C, right? So C is your constant. So there's a shortcut for that. If they just want C, you just take 5 squared, you just take -2 whole squared, and you bring 9 squared on this side. So it's 25 plus 4 minus 81. 29 minus 81. And then you can just do 29 minus 81. -79. So the value of that is what I was wondering. -52. Now I'll explain what I did. If you want to solve completely, you can also do that x squared. It will be x squared plus 10x plus 25. So I'm not taking x squared and 10x because they are not the coefficient, like they're not the constants. And this one will be y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals 81. So to contribute to C, I just have 25, 4 and minus 81. Alright, that is why I didn't talk about these things. And please, I know many students don't do this, and it just irritates me so much in spite of telling them too many times, because these are two most important and two most basic formulas. Remember them. A plus b whole squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. A minus b whole squared is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. And that is how I am expanding it. X squared plus 5 times 2 10x plus 5 squared 25. Y squared 2 times 2 is 4y, 2 square is 4. Alright, and everything is on one side, so you subtract 81 on both sides. And this is what is contributing to the C part. So the value of C is negative 52. Thank you so much, Epic Blob Pit. You guys have funny names. Like, these are really great names. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm glad that I was able to help. Yeah, I hope this question is clear. Yeah, I'm just here. So the value of C is negative 52. After 23, I think, oh, we have lots of questions. 24th is the next one. Again, MSEP is just printing mistake, so we will be writing the entire answer. So the equation is, oh my god, just give me a second. Yeah, no, it's just my cat. She might have, like, she sleeps on the keyboard sometimes. I have to send her away. She's the elder one, so she understands, but the younger one, oh my god, you might have seen in some of my live sessions. Yeah. So x squared plus y minus 2 whole squared equals 36 represents circle A. Okay, so let's write everything about circle A. Center is 0, 2. And then radius squared is 36, so radius is 6. Now how we are opening circle B? We are shifting circle A down 4 units, so it will be 0, 2 minus 4. That will become your center. So center is 0, negative 2. And everything else is same, so radius square is 36, radius is 6. So the equation is going to be x squared plus y plus 2 whole squared equals 36. So of course it is not this one. In one of these, y plus 2 will be given to you. So you're just moving the center. Next one is 28. Yeah, this is fairly easy question. You don't have to do anything. X plus 3 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square equals 25. Which of the following points does not lie in the interior of circle? This is simply Desmos. Just go to Desmos, write all these points, and then see which is not in the interior. So let's do that. X plus 3 whole squared plus y minus 1 whole squared equals 25. I think that's the equation. Yeah, that is it. And now just the points. And I told you can write the points exactly, so you can just write negative 7, 3. You don't even need to check. It is in the interior. Negative 3, 1. Interior. 0, 0. We can directly see it's in the interior. So it's option D. 3, 2. And you can check as well. So this one is outside. So this is not in the interior. Okay? Yeah, so this one we can't do anything. Now 29th. Last problem of circles. Alright. So over here center is given, and we know to get the equation I need my center and I need my radius. But over here radius is not given, but another point is given to you. So for example, if you have negative 4 comma 5 over here and you have negative 8 comma 8 over here, this is going to be your radius. Alright, so you can just find the distance, and I told you you can use x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square square root of that, the distance formula, or you can just simply write distance and then 2 points and you will get your distance. So you can just do this in Desmos. And once we have got our radius, we have got our equation. Or you can also do 8 minus 5 wholes, like x2 minus x1 whole squared. So negative 8 plus 4 whole squared plus 8 minus 5 whole squared square root of that. This is 4 squared plus 3 squared. So the radius is going to be 5. So, and center is negative 4 comma 5, so it will be x plus 4 whole squared plus y minus 5 whole square equals 25. Because it's simply x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals r squared. So y minus 5 it's going to be and 25. So option D, because I can eliminate everything else. Oh, yeah. So yeah, that was about it. Let me see if all the questions are done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I haven't put the page numbers and everything, but it's here it's easy. It is a question number. Like the page number is the question number, yeah. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 25, 26, 28, 29. Yeah. Yeah, so everybody was asking to me to do the circle questions. I've done quadratic ones and linear equations, etc. So being quadratic ones we have already done. Please do something about graph questions, quadratic ones and linear equations. Word problems, okay, fine. So I just have one more thing to do in geometry. So I will be doing that, and tomorrow maybe I can do the graph questions, the quadratic and quadratic functions I've already done, being if you will see. The functions I've already covered. So you can do that. You can go through that video. It's already there. Okay. So quadratic functions I've already covered. Quadratic equations I haven't. So quadratic equations and linear word problems, because there was a demand for word problems as well. But there's also one more thing in geometry. We'll be doing that, and then yeah, I'll go through the linear equations as well. Yeah, this was a fairly short live. Otherwise it goes up to 3 hours because the number of questions are there. But the ones including the graphs. Equations I will be covering, yeah. But just let me finish geometry, and then today I will wrap up geometry. There's just one more thing, lines, angles. There was demand for that one. And then we'll do the quadratic equations and the word problems in linear equations and linear inequalities and all those things. Yeah. All right. So that is it. We're done for today. Thank you so much. You have been great, and thank you so much. I'm grateful if I've been able to help any one of you in any possible way. So yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. And now, yeah, I can just go. You can sleep. You can go on with your day. I will see you tonight or tomorrow morning according to US timings. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, and functions also, yeah, and I will try to cover the quadratic equations also where there are graphs and everything. Yeah. Okay. Bye.